back to CPZ, where we drink, taste, and toast. Cheers. Tangy. Today I'm alone, but I mean, so because of that fact, I'm looking to share a piece of my mind. And today we're saving your wallet. So if you love whiskey, but the premium price tags, are stressing your pocket, relax, breathe, okay, and get ready to CPZ. So we're counting down the top 5 friendly whiskeys in Nigeria. Bottles that deliver flavor, style, and satisfaction without costing luxury money. And let's get into it. So we start our journey at the true budget end of the whiskey shelf, a place where expectations are usually, low, but sometimes you stumble on a bottle that surprises you, okay? And that's where All Seasons lives. It's the kind of whiskey you discover through a friend, you take a sip and say, not bad at all. It's bold, slightly sweet, and perfect when you want something simple to mix or sip without ceremony. A humble beginning, but a very worthy one. And moving a little higher, we meet Ballantine's Finest. This is one of my favorite whiskeys, to be honest. It is light, friendly, and never tries too hard. This is the bottle you grab, when something predictable, comes your way. You grab it when something predictable in the best way. It's in the best way. It's balanced, it's smooth, and it's easy to drink. It's the quiet, reliable type. It's never dramatic, but always present. Now stepping into, let's say, smoother territory, right? It's Tullamore Dew. Tullamore, that's Tullamore D.E.W. And it makes its entrance here. And it's the Irish triple distilled and effortlessly soft, right? So it's Irish triple distilled and, effortlessly soft. So this one glides across your palate like it has good manners. You understand? Toasted notes, citrus hints. It's elegant without being expensive. So if whiskey had a gentleman category, this would be it. And close to the top, holding the strong at number 2 is the Grant's Triple Wood. It's a sleeper favorite. It's richer, deeper, and more layered than you'd expect for the price, to be honest. It's toffee, malt, oak, and this is the kind of bottle that makes you rethink everything you assumed about affordable whiskey. It stands tall without trying to mimic anything expensive. It's just solid on its own merits. And finally, at the number 1 spot, the kind of accessible category is Chivas Regal 12. I know there are premium bottles on representation on Chivas, but it's the perfect mix of premium feel and approachable pricing. Rich, rounded, smooth with honeyed fruits and that signature creamy finish. So Chivas proves that you don't need to break the bank to experience a well-crafted whiskey. The moment you pour it, you just know you stepped into a different league, in my own opinion. You understand? And these 5 bottles are a blend of perfection, though not luxury, but they tell a tale of smart drinking. They give the right flavor without financial stress of enjoying good whiskey, the CPZ way. So until I come again next week, I'm looking to speak to something I know a lot of you will be interested in. And there'll be time to talk. Stay chilled, stay classy, drink responsibly, and remember, always sip easy.